Hi guys, it's the Feral Witch here. I'm looking to make myself a cleansing smudge spray. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not overly shot on the smell of white sage when it's burning. I mean, it's not horrid, but it's not one of my most favourite smells in the world. And also, sometimes when you're out, if you want to use a cleansing, you want to cleanse yourself, you can't always light a bit of sage because of fire alarms and people might be offended by the smoke that it creates. So I've had a little look on YouTube, and I've seen various bits and pieces or various ways that people have done theirs. And this is just how I'm going to do mine. I've got a jar, which I'm going to put all of my ingredients into. And then I'm going to let them seep and brew for a couple of weeks before I strain it out. I've got some witch hazel. When you're doing this, you kind of want an alcohol for the herbs to sort of steep in. That way it'll preserve them a bit longer. People do use vodka as well, or a mix of witch hazel and vodka. Not a great fan of alcohol myself, so I'm going for the witch hazel. I have cedar. I would preferred wood, but I've got leaves, so it's going to do exactly the same thing. White sage. I have sea salt, which is great for cleansing. Black salt, which is great for sort of removing negativity. I've got my Palo Santo stick, or half of, which I'm going to pop in. And I've also got a clear quartz as well. All these items are good for sort of cleansing and clearing and purification. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all the ingredients, or a load of the ingredients, into this pot. Add my witch hazel, let it sort of steep and brew for probably 2 to 4 weeks. Giving it a shake every day just to keep all the goodness, you know, sort of coming out of all the herbs, and to put my intent into it as well. And then what I'll do is I'll strain, and I'll show you guys when I strain it, and then I will top it up with distilled water. It makes it go a bit further and sort of like dilutes it slightly. I'm not overly shot on worrying about a scent for it. So I'm just going to kind of leave it as it is. I mean, I might smell it in a couple of weeks, see what it's like, and if I feel it needs a bit of a scent, I'll find something to add in there. So I'm going to sort of add half my leaves in there, ish. It doesn't have to be an exact science. Let's pop those in there. A couple of bits of sage. Get the bag open. Pop that bit I've got laying around in there. This white sage I'll pop in. Again, I'm going to pop about probably half of this in. Although I don't like the smell, not too keen on the smell burning. Let's get plenty of sage in there. And all the time I'm doing this, I'm sort of putting my intent into this as well. I'm thinking about cleansing and how I want it to cleanse and to clear and to remove any negative energy from me. Put about half of the black salt in. And some sea salt. So this has come from the kitchen. You know, you don't need to buy anything particularly special. There's so much stuff you can get out of a store cupboard. Pop those in there. That back in. I'm going to put my Palo Santo stick in. And my clear quartz as well. Let's put that over there. Then with the witch hazel, which luckily hasn't got a childproof lid. I'm going to stick this in there. Stick all of it in there. There we go. And you can fill your jar up with this. I've actually got two 200ml bottles for this. I think this was a Dowegbert's coffee jar, to give you an idea of the size of the jar that I'm using. And when I strain this and then I come to top it up with water, I shall probably use the same amount. I'll probably use 400 grams of distilled water. So it kind of evens it out. I mean, witch hazel's got its own distinct sort of smell anyway. There we go. I actually think what I will do... It's alright. Always go by your gut. I don't feel like I've got enough in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add everything that I've got. There we go. I feel like it needs more herbs. It needs more of everything. wants to be a butt kicking smudge spray. Some more salt. There we go. I'm going to leave that like that. Pop the lid on. Give it a bit of a shake up. There we go. And already that's starting to take on some of the colour of some of the herbs that are in there. There we go. I mean, I might add another witch hazel to that at some point. But there we go. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to put this in a dark drawer for, say, probably about 3 or 4 weeks. I'll give it a shake every day. I'll put my intent into it. Think about cleansing and clearing and removing all the negative energy from myself. And then when I come to strain it, I'll do another video to show you guys what it looks like and topping the water up and show you the finished article. I hope that maybe helps somebody. This is not the only way that it can be done. It's just the way that I'm choosing to do it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.